Welcome to the Skookumchuck Reefers. Today is a maintenance day, so I have lots of towels out to catch any water that inevitably is going to get spilled. So we'll just check on the clownfish here, see how they're doing. The eggs have darkened quite noticeably, and they're still busy tending to their eggs. Snail up there, cleaning the rock, doing his job, taking care of algae issues. Here are the frags we had the other day. They're doing all right as well. So I did just feed the fish, and I use frozen myces as well as a mixture I make up from the local fishmonger. I get a bunch of things from him, and I use these foods for the corals. So you probably identify them just by the packaging. And then I tested the parameters again today. Show you I knocked the look at that, knocked it over. Always check your expiry dates when you're buying these products. Always check your expiry dates, even on your food products. Check your expiry dates, and check the sump is going to need to be cleaned. I'll probably change that roller mat. Might get to it next week. We'll see if it lasts a week or two. The skimmer is going to get cleaned today, and I don't know that I'll get to the power heads this weekend. It might be next weekend, but you can see by the parameters the way they are in the last few weeks. What I'm trying to do is, if this is, say this is normal, your normal parameters, and rather than have a roller coaster ride that just goes up and down and up and down and up and down and finally like that, my parameters have been pretty high. Say they're up about here, they climbed, and for about the last 3 weeks they've been dropping quite steadily. So rather than avoid, coming past the normal parameters and then add in a whole bunch of dosing a whole bunch of magnesium, alkalinity or magnesium, and then coming back and having it like this, what I'm trying to do is I'm slowly dosing magnesium. We're right about here, I believe. And I'm starting to increase the parameter, the quantities that I'm dosing, in the hopes that it's going to be a much smaller fluctuation, and it's going to be like this as opposed to the other way. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. You can go back, there's the flux capacitor, and this goes back to day one when I was just testing for ammonia and salinity. And then it gets more involved when I was testing quarantine tanks and other tanks. But you can pick a day, a month, or a year since this tank is being in service, or aquarium. Both terms are appropriate, and I can tell you exactly what's going on with this. The aquarium was originally built for the Expo 86 in 1986, the World Exposition in Vancouver. I believe it was built for that because underneath, when you scrape the sand off in one place, you can see paperwork for Expo 86 underneath of it. And it was a freshwater tank for the first almost 30 years of its duration. It's changed quite a bit. The canopy's gone. Everything's original, I should say, glass-wise. The sump is original. I changed the innards a little bit, but the glass itself is all original. And I added a couple of things. So anyhow, I'm going to get back to doing some routine maintenance on the tank. We checked the dosing down here. I use these old vinegar containers for dosing. They have these great little handles on them. It works great for moving them around, and they each hold a gallon, which for me is a sufficient amount. Well, that's another one to dispose of the sludge that we drained from the skimmer, which is going to get cleaned, like I said. So I'm going to carry on with this, and you guys enjoy your day on your reef. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day on this reef, and we'll catch up with you all next time. Keep on reefing.